We just briefly want to show a Kaivac. If we have a problem with the chemical pumping, this is what we would check. So this is our chemical injector where the chemical goes in, and this is our standard Kaivac fitting. It has the round quick disconnect. So that's one thing we want to make sure that it has the correct disconnect in there. If we come over to the spray wand, we want to look at the spray wand so we can see there's a high pressure and a low pressure. So low pressure is away from the gun, high pressure is towards the gun. So if we're going to operate the gun, we would pull it towards or away. So away is low pressure, towards the gun that's high pressure. So that's another thing we want to check. It's only going to pull chemical in low pressure. Another thing we want to check is sometimes the brothers put these valves on here. In this case, they have a ball valve. It doesn't have a handle. We want to make sure that it's fully all the way open. If the valve gets closed, it may lower the pressure and not draw the chemical. So those are some things we could check right away. So if all of those three things check out, the next thing I would do is I would take the cap off, and I would reach inside of here and I would put my finger or my thumb over this while I'm pulling the trigger. You should feel some suction as long as your selector knob here is on B. So you could be no chemical, you could be A, which would be this hose over here, which they're not using on this unit, but in this case they're using B. So while you're pulling the trigger, put your thumb here. You should feel some suction. Okay, if you don't feel some suction, then take your hose off down here and then put your thumb over the injector here, and you should feel some suction there in that case. So those would be the first things I would check if there's no chemical draw. Sometimes you actually do have to disassemble the injector to disconnect this fitting and replace the O-ring inside of it. That will solve that problem. But hope that helps.